Hello boys and girls of second grade. Today we are going to talk about rock identification, the main types of rocks, and a little bit about how they are made and what they're made out of. So here we go. First thing to know is about elements. Elements are the smallest single types of things in the world. Everything is made out of elements. There are over 100 elements, but the most common ones are oxygen, silicon, and aluminum. There are various kinds of metals, and they're usually silvers and grays, and things like iron and so forth. Here's lead, here's copper, and here's some aluminum. And those are some of the main elements. And of course, you're familiar with gold and sulfur and things like that as well. So those are elements. And elements, when you mix them together, you mix two or more elements together, you get something called minerals. And minerals are the natural chemical compounds that make up rocks. And they can be identified by, they're usually a single color, like this pyrite, which is just iron sulfur compound. Silicon dioxide, also known as quartz. You can see that nice clear, and it has nice straight edges and it's visible crystals. There's a mineral called mica, which is very interesting because it's clear and flat. It used to be used for windows by the pioneers. Here's a mineral called hornblende. Again, you can see usually a single color, flat faces, with some sharp edges or lines. Calcite. See how shiny that is? It's a big crystal. And here's some other kind of calcite. Okay, so those are minerals. When you mix the minerals together, you make rocks. And that's what all rocks are made out of, is a combination of different minerals. So we're going to talk about the three major types of rocks. All rocks are classified into these three categories. The first one is called igneous. Igneous is a word that means fire rock. It means it's frozen or solid lava or magma that comes up out of volcanoes. And they usually have single colors and usually blacks and grays and whites and stuff. So here's an example of a large igneous rock. That one's kind of black and greenish. You see it's very hard and it's got some crystals in it. Very hard and smooth. Has some crystals in different colors in it, but mostly dark blacks, grays. Here's one where you can very easily see all the crystals in it. See that in the sunlight? See how the crystals glow? Okay. So they can be small crystals or large crystals, but that's one of the key ways to find out if it's an igneous rock. The most common kinds of igneous rocks are actually granite and diorite, and those are always speckled. They're usually white quartz with dark spots of other things in them. So that's diorite and granite. And then you have the most interesting kind of igneous rocks, which are the ones that are blown out of the top of a volcano. Remember that lava and magma are the same thing, just depends on where it is. So lava is outside of the volcano, magma is inside the volcano. When it blows out of the volcano, it has lots of gases in it, and you end up with little bubbles in it. So you can see all the little bubbles in there. So this is scoria, it has large bubbles. And this is a very fine pumice with extremely small, tiny little bubbles in it, but they're all very lightweight. This one's got medium bubbles in it, and this is an interesting piece because you can see there's two kinds of pumice that have been combined into this one lump here, with some very large bubbles and some medium bubbles and some very fine bubbles, and black lava as well as sort of this gray lava. And here's a red pumice piece, similar, again, different sizes of bubbles. So that's a key way you can tell that it's a volcanic rock or an igneous rock, is whether it has bubbles or it has lots and lots of little crystals. Okay, that is igneous rocks. The next big category of rocks is sedimentary rocks. Are made out of small, tiny little eroded particles. That's what sediment is. And that happens when the earth breaks down the igneous rocks with wind and rain and sun and tumbling down with gravity along the mountainsides, turning into smaller and smaller pieces, from mountains to boulders to rocks to gravel to sand and dirt and mud. And so sedimentary rocks usually look dull and feel rougher. So this is a good piece of sandstone here. Okay, a very key kind of sedimentary rock. And one of the key things about sedimentary rocks is they almost always feel a little powdery. You can feel that with your fingers. They're a little bit powdery. They don't weigh as much as the igneous rocks. They sometimes have very, very rough surfaces, but very light and still feel a little powdery and sometimes even crumbly. See, I just broke off a little piece there. That's how soft this rock is. You can break it. So sedimentary rocks tend to be softer too. Here's another piece of sandstone of all the red types. So you can see that most of them are always, reds and browns and whites and sometimes some yellows. Here's some with some yellows in it and some sort of oranges. Okay, sedimentary rocks. And this is a very fine-grained sedimentary rock called chert. That's also made similar to sandstone, but different process. And then here's one where you clearly see the layers in it. You see those layers? The dark band up here and then the smaller dark bands inside here. Those are the layers that are made when the layers of sediment come to a lake bottom or a ocean bottom and get pressed together. This one, you can't really see the layers, but it is a layer by itself. So you see how smooth the break is on top and bottom. That's because it broke along the layers. And so this is a single layer of that sediment. So those are sedimentary rocks. Finally, we have metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are interesting because they're the ones that have been made from all the other kinds of rocks. They've been changed and they've been smashed and baked by the earth. Metamorphic, I'm sure, it's a big word, but I'm sure you know a very similar word called a metamorphosis, right? That's when caterpillars change into butterflies. That's called a metamorphosis. This is the same word. It means overall change. Meta means overall, morph means to change. And you can identify these because they tend to have more different colors. They're harder than sedimentary, and they also often have visible grains or crystals, wavy layers, or folds. So here is a metamorphic rock that has the two different colors in it. You can tell that's two different rocks that have been mashed together. Here's another one which has lots of small little different kinds of rocks mashed together. Okay. Here's another one. Here's one where it's very easy to see the different bands and recrystallization, the way things have been mashed together. This one's a really good one to see all the different bands and folds. So this one went through a lot of changes. You can see the layers, and you can see folding and bending, and you can see at least 4 or 5 different kinds of minerals and rocks that have been mashed together in this. In fact, even here, this part is actually looks like pumice because of the little bubbles. But it's a completely different kind of rock from these other things here. So that's metamorphic rock. Here's another example with some pink crystals in it that have been mashed together with some white stuff. This is another example where some green crystal-y rock was combined with some brown crystal rocks and other layers mashed together. You can see the layers are not smooth and even. You can see they're twisted and banded here. Okay. Here's a really good one. You can tell that I've polished it so you can see the layers here that were pressed together this way, but on the side here, you can see that it's been all mashed together in different ways with little chunks there. This is another really good example of the wavy bands there, okay, and the different kinds here. You can tell that this is not a sedimentary rock because the layers are not smooth and flat. They're all bent and wavy, and also it's many different kinds of colors and different kinds of rocks, whereas sedimentary rock will always be the same kind of color with just slight variations. So that's metamorphic rock. So those are the 3 major types. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.